Welcome everybody to another day of the PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Indivi and I will be your caster for today. We do have a packed lobby, again as always when I tend to cast scrims. And again we have the Falcons or former Sonics with us. Let's hop over to the leaderboard and see who will join us as well. And as you can see, we have the Bad Boom team joining us. The boys from downtown will make their appearance, as well as Bushido, Entropic, Eternal Fire, GK Esports, Get Strike, Grove Street. Then we have Kitchen, as well as Natus Vincere, Savage, Strikers, Team Falcons, Twisted Minds, Virtus Pro, Viz, and last but not least, we have Wuptrox in the lobby. And in comparison to you, let's check my button. There we go. Oh, it works. All right. Yeah, I can see the lobby is already filling. Seto, thank you for the follow. Like I said, I can see the lobby is already filling up. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players so far. 5 players. So we will almost be ready to start the matches. But yeah, like I said, we do have a packed lobby with a lot of pro teams and hopefully a lot of action as well compared to what we might have had in the scrims on the weekend, because, well, they were not as packed then, obviously. And we'll see how much scrims I can cast this week. I'm not quite sure if I will be able to do Thursday. Hopefully I'll do tomorrow. At least that's planned, depending on the lobby. Same goes for Thursday. Maybe if the lobby is awesome, I might try to get a replacement for my work I have on Thursday and see that I can cast scrims. And then Friday hugely depends on who will be there, because obviously in Germany here, that's a holiday with Easter coming up. And I know that we might have some teams not playing on Easter, but we'll see how that works. So 68, we're missing 1, 2 players so far that I know of. Gunnar is not sure if he should go to unassigned or observer. Right, looks promising. GK so far only with 3 players. Same goes for Virtus Pro, and it looks like we are starting. So we'll be playing with Banana Bomb, Squeaky, and Peasy. Right. Did he clear them with them? Oh, he just started the match. All right. Well, at least we will be able to jump into the match. But yeah, normally, if you're not there on time, tough luck. Especially if you don't write that you want to observe, or that one of your teammates is coming later. So stuff like that might happen in the scrims. And we are almost ready for you, or I'm almost ready for you. And let's hop over, because it's scrim time. Welcome to match number 1, and welcome to Miramar. As you can see, we have a flight pass starting at the good old Oasis, where currently 1/3 of the teams is gathered, and we'll go to Puerto Paraíso. Then we have, obviously, a lot of teams with options to drop, or a lot of places where the teams can drop. Let's do this. And as you can see, this, well, no. This should be roughly the spots the teams can reach quite easily. Everything apart from that will be a bit harder to reach, but still possible. El Pozo most likely will be possible. Monte will be possible. Chumacero will be possible. Valdemar might or will definitely require you to get some cars. Sierra might barely be possible, but yeah, these are the chances the teams have. All right, let's hop in. Match number 1 is starting now. And as you can see, the plane is already coming for us. Players have gathered and we'll try to decide where to go now. Not quite sure why I don't hear the plane, but the desktop sound is really low, it seems. So there should be something there. Oh well, we'll see. Let's see who dropped ours. We can see that Grove Street is going for a race split. We have Wiz in La Cabrera. Bushido most likely trying to go for the crater fields. We have Whoop Trucks with the XY tag in the water treatment split. We have Kitchen going for Crustoval. Then we have, I'm not quite sure what the purple-ish team is. Falcons in San Martin. I will try my best, but I can't promise you anything, because that hugely depends on if they will fight in the near future. So we have Falcons in San Martin, we have Twisted Minds and Power Grid. Navi going for Picado. Then I'm not quite sure which the purple-ish team should be Strikers and the dark blue-ish team should be Get Strike. And we can see Footfoot already being followed by Nailcure, trying to get a fast first kill, and he does. Nice shot there from Bushido. Taking Footy with him. Yeah, well, you can do that. Not the nicest thing to do. At least he's carrying him. So yeah, first quick kill, or maybe kill, for Bushido in the match. Then we have Savage down here in Puerto Paraíso. We have Entropic playing Resort. GK with the 2. Where's the rest? Ah, there we go. There are 2 players in the car with 3 players right here. Going for Chuma. Momis with the next kill against Spion. Not quite sure where that happened. Anika trying to force the other teams away. Crossberg here in Cantera. And then we have VP in Los Leones, obviously, and the Bad Boom team in Impala. So let's hop into the action. Medbay right here. Only with M4 and Mini. Currently searching for more ammo. So far, 71 bullets is not that much. He still has to reload though. So it will be even less for 2 weapons. That's everything but great. But yeah, we found some more here. 3 first aids, 15 bandies, 1 nade, 3 smokes, 2 flashes. Should be good, at least for the next fights. You can see Iroh on top of the hill there. And since both of that is Bushido, there will be no fights there. Strikers right here. I can hear the Falcons arriving. Chicken H-Men on top of the hill. Take it driving up there. Strikers also the first team to lose a player. Or one of the 2 teams, because Voptrox already lost a player as well. As we can see, Vorix is being spotted by Kickstart there. Falcons most likely will decide to play this compound here. Well, that escalated quickly. Kick being hit by Adrian while trying to repark the car. Let's hop over to Twisted Minds and make a marker there for Batu, so I can switch to him. Navi is dead. Then we have GK with Sparrow. And the Bad Boom team. Let's take Besto. The Falcons. Okay. There are the Bears. And there is Beamy. Alright. Back to the action. I marked every team so far. Hopefully I can remember which team was where. As we can see, circle shifted to the north. And we have the team of Get Strike quite close here to the strikers. Get Strike with O'Connell, Duffy, Sutter and Plasterpy. Grove Street was Project X. That's quite close to this there. Both on top of the hills. Chances to do something against the other teams. Because those two compounds right here, this compound right here, and the other compound to the right, since they are top hole, they are quite mighty. And considering that you just barely can get up here without being seen, some side will always see you. It will be a bit hard for the teams to get up there without them knowing. IQ was hit. Twisted trying to get on top of the hill, and we can see that Iro has spotted Bartolins. And therefore Twist unfortunately losing their scout, which means I lost my mark. I had Bartu on 2, so we are switching to Perfectix. Hopefully he will survive a bit longer. He came moving forwards. Sparrow's Rob as well. Besto and his teammates following Savage. Doozy currently in the lead. At least when it comes to the rotation of the Bad Boom team. And we can see that they indeed are being followed by Bukau, who is a bit split from his teammates. So most likely he's able to give them info on the rotation from the Bad Boom team. At least that would be my guess. Let's check out what else we can see shot-wise. The boys from downtown here with Millie. The only girl in the boys from downtown. With some shots against their opponents. More shots from Grove Street. The direction of the Falcons. We can see Matt Bay over there. He was spotted by a Project Active. Just barely a second too short. Well, second too late. Before he could shoot. Twisted Minds with more shots in the direction of GK. Blue quite close there. Racy knock against Sparrow. Wash coming out by example. PDW has been spotted there. Maybe. And as we can see, Harrison still is alive. In the back there. Twisted Minds. Not sure where he is. Nice spray a bit on the short side. Very unfortunate for PDW. Flash coming out. It's in trouble now. Getting in the car, getting out of the car, and that's it for him. Well, nice try. Harrison deciding against that fight, says, alright, you already killed him. I'm too late to help, so let's get somewhere else. Good thing for him, that compound right here below him is currently free, so he might be able to play that. We had a kill by Navi, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Seems I was mistaken. But we had a knock by Navi, at least something. So let's see. Bushido, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to shift the map. Because we will have our next circle popping. There it is. Oh, going quite central. Which means most of the teams might be able to stay where they are. Harrison in trouble, and that's it for Geek being eliminated on rank number 17. And Haibado. So quite early elimination against Geek Esports. But from downtown currently was a 2-1-1 split. And Vuptrox might be in trouble. We can see Get Strike on the other side. Question is, who will survive right here? Falcons being spotted as well. Let's hop over to kick and see where they're going. Frenzy a bit in trouble. And it looks like the Falcons are deciding to stay right here in the compound. They might need to face off against Grove Street there. Medbay on the other side was seen as well. Got a hit. The Falcons are not in the best position. But depending on the circle, it might still be a good one. Neeks with a knock against O'Connell. That happened right here. In the fight between Get Strike and Vuptrox. Step over to Navi and see where they're heading. Saucet deciding to shoot up the hill. There's no one there. Fairist doing the Batulin's hotspot. Unfortunately for him, he's out of the circle so far. He still has to move. As we can see, there are no real fights brewing anywhere. The only thing that might be possible is still between Get Strike and Vuptrox, as well as the Falcons and Grove Street right here. Grove Street in a 2-1-1 split. I'm not quite sure why they decided to stay with that split. Because if the Falcons decide to push up there, it will be hard for Seifu and Project Xlove to hold this compound here on their own in 2 against 4. Their only hope is that Bushido over there, Wiz, and Navi will also hold the Falcons down here. And Kakala, this is first-person scrims. This is not TPP, even though I can switch to the TPP vision for my observing. But yeah, this is first-person scrims. Those are the normal EU pro scrims with some, well, visitors from NA, as you can see. Grimsy, Kickstart, Tick, and Hwin are joining us today for the EU scrims. They're currently doing double scrims. I talked to Owen about that because they want to, yeah, well, get more training in. Because, well, the PAS didn't work out quite in their favor. Twisted Minds moving forwards as well. They will most likely breach either the fork. Oh, well, Lou, where are you going? Where are you going, Lou? O'Connell with the knock against Perfectix. Example going down with Lou into this little compound. It's not the best position. Well, it's still better than what Aniko and his teammates from Vuptrox did here. Seifu with the nade and the push. Nate coming out. Not good. So it's 1 against 3 now. Vox is running over himself. Well, at least Aniko did run over Neeks. So that's at least something. And I shouldn't forget that I have 10 minutes of delay. So everything I say will reach you 10 minutes later. Seifu coming in from the side to the rescue of Whooptrox here. Or at least to get some kills for Whooptrox. Now his teammates have arrived as well. Vox is in Project Exif with nades. Neeks is the last remaining member of Whooptrox. Currently in luck because he's sitting right here in this corner. And those nades, well, unfortunately still killed him. So Whooptrox eliminated on rank number 15. And we can see Grove Street taking over this warehouse. While the team from the Falcons has arrived on top of the hill, taking over the position from Grove Street, which they held earlier. So the Falcons were able to push up. If I saw that correctly, we do have Entropic on the other side of the hill with a 2-2 split or 2-1-1 split. Striker right here. This moving over to this compound. This might be a crucial compound depending on the circle shift. We had endings slightly below this ridge here, or up this ridge here, with the star being roughly around here-ish. So this might not be the worst position for Viz and Striker to be in. Viz obviously with the hardcover, while Strikers might need to fight for survival against the Bad Boom team and or Entropic, or even many others, because that hill is quite pushable in comparison to the compound. You still can play somewhere in the compound. But with some shots in the general direction of Grove Street, gets a hit in against Voxes. Can see circle shifted again in favor of that little compound, which is not too bad for Viz. Navi needs to move, Bushido needs to move, Entropic needs to move. Entropic most likely will try to either play the compound here Boneka has, or the compound on top of the hill where we have Blue Locker and Xiao Xiao Kuvu. Back to Bolt now with the knock. That's a fight here between the Bad Boom team and Virtus Pro. Phil trying to get some intel in. That nade might be good. That nade is perfect. At least for the flush. HP remain Vessel trying to get away. Shots coming out from Lucarux, who gets hit by a doozy. And well, that should be it for Lucarux. Smoke coming out. Might be a bit too late. That other smoke did hit him in the face. Scoom still trying. This time playing with VP, because normally he's the coach and is just here for coaching sessions instead of playing with the team. But since one of the players, I'm not quite sure who, Lucarux, Scoom, I'm not quite sure who it was. Oh, Eevee's missing. So yeah, normally Eevee should be the one catching up to them. Falcons now facing off against Twisted Minds. Twisted not in the circle yet. So this will be a bit harder for them to move now, especially considering that H1 is disabling that highest. Falcons also quite close to Navi, which made it into the circle. Get Strike facing off against Twisted Minds for the spot in the circle. Because Twisted most likely wants to move over here. To this warehouse here. Play then Navi with the kill against Medbay. Celtic got knocked as well. Nade coming out. Rafa has been spotted. So Entropic quite close as well. We can see Stead coming over. And forwards. Trying to get an angle in. Nade coming out. And that might be a good one against Rafa. He was lucky. Entropic retreating. Not willing to fight against Navi, and Hakatori found Nailkyop on top of the hill. So Navi now has the ridge between the Falcons. close to the Falcons. Gruffer getting knocked. Blue Locker with some more shots in. Has also spotted Stead there. And those are here. Those right here are Kitchen with the kill against Sovereign, which should be Nixie. Not mistaken, Squeaky getting knocked to PZ. And Banana Bomb, the last two remaining members of Kitchen who are on their feet. H1 now with the knock against Lou, which only leaves Example on his feet. Get Strike moving forwards. Question is, will they arrive in the circle or will they die earlier? See what H1 can do against Twisted Minds. Or let's follow Twisted Minds. They're trying to push against the warehouse. Knock coming out from Example against Sutter. Question is, will he be spotted by someone else? Or will Get Strike fight against Twisted Minds? Looks like it. RCP already trying to get an angle in. First nade was successful here. Scoom got knocked by Project X-Love. The doozy with the kill against Scoom though. But Boom team stealing kill. Nanobomb with the knock against Crossberg. O'Connell found Lou, which means Example is our last remaining player of Twisted Minds. Let's see what he can do. Flash coming out, another flash. Trying to get back again. Has spotted him, but that's it for Twisted Minds. O'Connell and Duffy with the kills. But we also lose Entropic on rank number 11. Code Marco trying his best here against the full lineup from Kitchen. And Kitchen unsuccessful with that push. Only one player remaining, which is Squeaky. Code Marco trying his best and he gets a kill. Virtus Pro is eliminated on rank 10 due to Grove Street taking one over them. And Falcons are fighting now against Navi. Push coming out. Bayer is trying to push forwards. Can see Shrimsy on the outside. Right, but too early. Yeah, now he got him. This just leaves Hakatori, who gets at least 2 kills. 1 against 1. Tick against Hakatori. It's not looking too good for Hack. And he gets a kill against Tick. And therefore, Falcons eliminated on rank 8. Hakatori with the clutch and 6 kills in total now for the lineup from Navi. This needs to move. Question is how far. Not that far, but still. Position not too great. Seifu now with the knock against the doozy. Which just leaves Bastaloch for the Bad Boom team. Quetba still known. Code Marco also known. And we still have, like I said, Hakatori on top of the hill. 4 players remain for Strike. Is sorry for that. Got to change my colorblind mode. Shots coming out. But as we can see, more teams with less players, less teams with more players. Let's see what strikers have in store for Wiz. They did see them. Plasiopy with the knock against Quetba. Nate coming out. Two gets knocked. 1-8 against AQ and Stratos. Oh, that nade's perfect. Stratos, the last remaining member of this, in trouble against the strikers. that should be it. Stratos gets the knock against Xiao. Xiao, whatever. As we can see, Kurt Marco, the last remaining member of Eternal Fire here, out in the blue. Most likely will die to it now. Trying his best to get the first aid through, but he does not. Which leaves us with Hakatori as one of our solos. Out in the blue. 3 kills to his name. Some more shots against the strikers. Besto, the last player for the Bad Boom team, has seen Hakatori but couldn't do anything. As we can see Grove Street moving forwards. They did spot get strikes. They're so in trouble. And from the side, it's Seifu getting the last kill, and now we're down to 3 teams. Grove Street, Strikers, and Get Strike. Which is an awful lot of strike here. Coffee in trouble. 5 HP remain for him. And that nade finishes his life. 10 kills for Grove Street. Strikers so far with 9. I'm not quite sure who's in that team. Because I don't know those in-game names. Push coming out. And this right here might be the end, and it is Seifu and the Zoo taking care of Grove Street. 13 kills, 1,775 damage, and 10 assists are enough to get the win in match number 1 of those of this day's live PUBG EU Pro Scrims. I'll hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 2. All right, welcome back with the updated leaderboard, obviously. Grove Street taking home the lead with 23 points. 15 points so far for the Strikers, 9 each for Get Strike and Navi. Then we have Eternal Fire with 7, 5 for the Bad Boom team, 4 each for Team Falcons and Kitchen. 3 points so far for Bushido, as well as Whooptrox, 2 points each for Virtus Pro and Tropic, Twisted Minds and Savage, and 1 point each for Viz and the boys from Downtown. Only GK Esports is the last team, as well as the only team without point yet, but that will most likely change because I know that lineup, you know that lineup, so the chance of them having a day without points, I don't think so. Let's hop over to match number 2 because we are hopping over for second match on Miramar, of course, before we head over to the newer maps and then back to OG Erangel. As you can see, our plane will start in Alcantara and move to the islands close to Impala. This means this roughly should be the spots which are reachable for the teams. Los Leones barely reachable. Chumacera might be a very far split. Same goes for Puerto Paraiso, Risor, Valdemar, Prison, and Partona. Nonetheless, they can still reach them by car, obviously. Oasis and Campo Militar, as well as Tierra Bronca, will also be quite a far stretch for the teams, but still be possible to reach. Twisted Minds dropping down here. As we can see, Alcantara being played by Entropics. Then we have Wiz playing La Cabrera, most likely, or Crater Field Split. Bushido playing below them. Grove Street going for El Pozo. We have Whooptrox going for Montenuevo, with Warwick's being quite close to Project Xloft here. They're most likely contesting or contending for a car. No, not sure what he's doing. Guess Warwick is going for that little compound here. Then we have Twisted Minds with the Power Grid Split. GK going for Brickyard Schumer, or most likely car here. Navi playing Picado, obviously. Then we have EB back. Katara being played by Eternal Fire. Minas Generals being played by Get Strike. VP going for Los Leones. Then we have the Bad Boom team in Impala. Circle shifts to Cantera Center, which means that we have, well, a good spot for all the teams who dropped out late. Savage in El Azahar, or in the close to El Azahar compound split. Split around truck stop by the boys from Downtown. Then we have Kitchen in Cristoval. Falcons still playing San Martin. Bushido, like I said, roughly around Crater Fields. Yeah, Eternal Fire, Cantera. That should be roughly it, if I'm not mistaken. I should have talked about all the teams. And we can see the first team already rotating, which is GK Esports now with Divix, who was missing the first match. So, better chances for them, maybe. We'll see, especially where they want to go, because it's quite rare that we have a team already rotating after the 2-minute mark. So, well, we'll see. Alright, Divix will go to number 1. Then we'll hop over to Navi with Stead, obviously. After that, we'll go for example, because Batu didn't bring me luck. For VP, we're going with the OG Ibisar. But Boom Team with the doozy. And obviously, I forgot about someone. Oh yeah, Falcons, obviously. Let's go with Take there. So 1 should work with Divix. 2 is Stats. 3 is Twisted Minds. 4 is Versus Pro. 5 is the Bad Boom Team. And 6 is the Falcons. Alright. Let's see what will happen next. As we can see, we have the first teams already rotating. An example, together with Perfectix quite close to Bushido. Not the best if you're just barely 4.5 minutes in the match and want to rotate in peace. So you decide against rotating close to the other team, because obviously if they see there's only one car, they might stop in front of you and just shoot you out of that car. That can happen. Obviously, it should not happen, but everything is possible. Because as we can see, that's exactly what happens when Twisted Minds is faster than you. As we could see, they did get some shots in against Bushido. The boys from downtown trying to secure their compound. Only Fanta and Lochi are there. Flores with the knock against Lochi. And now it's Savage on the prowl here. Flores most likely will be able to get the kill in against Lochi. Fanta already retreating to catch up to his teammates. So, unfortunately, first kill goes against the boys from downtown. One of the Dach teams in the lobby. For all those currently wondering, what does he mean with Dach? Dach stands for Deutschland, Österreich und Schweiz, or in English, German, Austria, and Swiss, which is the region around here. Since I'm German, we call it Dach. That's also the reason we had a Dachmeisterschaft, which was a local league for Germany, Austria, and Swiss, or Switzerland. H1 now. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 6. There we go. Tig almost dead there. 4 HP remained. As we can see, Blue Locker and Spion quite close there. Like I said, I'm not quite sure who that is. But most likely those are well, I wouldn't say Smurfs, but those are not their original. It's just, those are just, oh, H1 with the Panzer in hand. Just public names. Locker has been spotted. Nate's coming out. Oh, that was a hard one. Nate coming in from the side. Gets knocked by Spion. Dude, I can't pronounce the name. Oh, wow. Dude. Ramsey almost dead there. Last remaining member. Blue Locker. Dude, they are playing like gods. Sure, he's in trouble. And that's it, GG. Thanks for playing. Falcons eliminated just barely 7 minutes and 50 seconds into the match by the Strikers. 3 kills go on the count for Golubiro. Dude, that name will hunt me. I'm just gonna call him Spy, because Spion, S-P-I-O-N, means spy in German. So I'm just gonna stay with that. Luna with the kill against Matt Bay, and we are back with Twisted Minds here. Batu quite far away. Nick Job is the last man standing, and that's it. Bushido eliminated by Perfectix. Like I said, Batu quite far away. Can see Seifu in the back. Thoughts coming out. Nice tag. Not able to get the kill in, though. He needs to retreat now, because obviously, after those shots, considering that Voxis is on top of this rock here, in the Batu position, Grove Street is going for that fight. Or they at least will try to see it through. Shot coming out from the rest, or the remaining team members of Twisted Mind. Sovereign with some shots against Wuptrox. Lucarox as well, quite close. Still running through the city. As we can see, we have Eternal Fire in the back as well. And the boys from downtown fighting against Impala. In this case, against the Doozy. Can see fell first in the Italian. Let's see where Basto is at. Basto and Molodok in the Ends compound. So quite a big split-ish from that Boom team. But one which most likely will be successful. Let's see, KK Sports going for the rotation. Let's follow Sparrow, who's currently first. There's an airdrop there, which hasn't been looted yet. But there's also Entropic quite close. Sparrow decides against Sting there, taking over this compound here. The construction quite close to Navi, as well as some shots from above from Aniko. Another player, another German. If we, oh, Sovereign now with the knock against Foot. Techniques going. There we go. Now we've seen a bit more-ish. Oryx gets a kill against Sovereign. Annika coming close as well. Back we can see back to Bolt Lucarux, and down there we can see Eevee. So there still might be a fight. Defix was knocked down here, trying to get up the hill. And join the fight between VP and Woptrox. Really now going for the rest. See what Nova's doing, shooting at them. Yes, you can see the smoke there. Saucid and Fairist. Oh, Saucid and Hackatory a bit apart from Saucid and Stead. From Stead and Fairist. That's coming out against Gwizzy and Devix. They will be most likely able to get back to their compound. Kyle with some shots in the direction of the boys from downtown. But unfortunately without a real possibility. A Doozy might be in trouble. Kitchen coming close. What's going on against the PZ as well as Banana Boy. No casualties though. Now getting into the pushed into the direction of the boys from downtown. This spot here is quite a good spot. Depending if the circle shifts to the south east again, that's the best compound you can have. Except for the compound here played by Eternal Fire. We have Wuptrox still quite close to Virtus Pro. Dedrick still out on the blue. Twisted Minds was a bigger split. Because Lou now is split from his teammates. We can see that boys from downtown know that there's someone in the compound now. Miss Fanta and Millie, the last two remaining members. Loki was the first one to be killed in this match. So we can see only 3 members remain, and it looks like they wanted to go for that compound quite close to kitchen. Deciding against that now after that split. And as I said, quite a central split. Kantara being a good spot for the teams. As we can see, Eternal Fire retreating while VP takes over this compound. Hackatory now with the knock against Voxes. But Tulin's in trouble. They want to go for the emergency pickup, it seems. Let's see if they are able to do so. Where they want to go. Lou. Well, Lou was too late. Perfect 6 dropping down again. I'm not quite sure what that was supposed to do. From Class B. Savage a bit in trouble. Let's see, GK still fighting against Navi. With mines pushing forwards. VP might be cashing into that fight against Savage. Chaos quite close there. But Boom Team still staying out of trouble. And we still have a fight here between Voptrox and Eternal Fire. Oryx most likely will be dead. They're still trying to get the race in though. The Mad will go for the race on Crossberg. Which means Eternal Fire will still play with 2 players. Derek's now with the knock against Perfectix. Bar 2 in a perfect position. Gets the knock against Hockey. Now he's in trouble though, because Dedrix is still behind him. But in the car though. Bar 2 might have heard that. Shots coming out. Trying his best to get the knock against Dedrix as well. Matt currently stuck a bit. Foot and Vorix bleeding out. Fortunately quite close to the mat, so no chance for Voptrox to go for the rest there. Circle shifting again in their favor though. Going for Kantara again. Grove Street again in a prime position when it comes to the circle. 2 might breach that. As we can see, there is not a lot of option left for the teams. This compound right here, played by Strikers, might be a good option. Depends how many players are left in your team, though. Kitchen moving forwards. Still need to reach their spot in the circle. One spot which could be playable is... Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Could be right here. Then this could be a spot you might want to breach. Can play the riches here. Those riches are still playable. Well, those riches. But that should be about it. So it's quite hard for the teams to find a spot to play. Bester waiting for the boys from downtown, in this case Fanta. Is able to play that little shack there. In the back we can see Millie and Momus. Momus gets knocked. Millie in trouble. Momus will be flushed. Millie's knocked as well. Shots coming out from Xelpi in the direction of Sata. See if we have any pushes here. O'Connell in trouble. Twisted's going for it. That car is barely holding together. You can see that Viz is below them. Mkhitaryan now with the knock against Rafa. Crawling in the direction. Oh god, the car is still flipping there. You can see GK with the knock against Ferris now. Next player from Entropic has been spotted and they're going for it. Stead still on the roof there. Twisted Minds eliminated by Get Strike. Barrow and PDW. The last remaining players for GK. Sausage with the knock. And this just leaves one last man standing. Is that coming in from above? Still needs to make it to the circle. Sausage now in trouble. Same goes for PDW. Nade in hand. That might be a good one. Show it. That might be a perfect. Oh, almost. A bad boom team now. Well, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Trucks eliminated to do the last man standing for the bad boom team. VP left with 3. Bad boom team with 1. Oops. PW facing off against Sausage. Nate. Oh, that one was a better one. Car almost blown. A little bit cover remains. And Get Strike eliminating the next team. In this case, Viz. Should have them right here. So they might push against Strike now. Against Strikers. Are we still facing off against GK? And we can see that Entropic is quite close there as well. Another flash coming in. And that's PDW with the kill, even though I would have thought that Sausage was the last man to attack him. But Entropic is eliminated on rank 11. Crossberg with the nade there. Let's hop over to the fight between Eternal Fire. Model killed now. A doozy still made it to the compound. PW will most likely die to the circle if this continues. Shoot in a bit. That's it. Bleeding out. Ranked number 10 for GK in match number 2. Which leaves us with exactly 8 teams. A doozy with the knock against the mat. Going for the flush. Has spotted Crossberg. Smoke coming out. Sees him, and that's it. Eternal Fire eliminated on rank 8. Kitchen now in trouble, facing off against Virtus Pro. Sparbie and Banana Bomb, last 2 remaining players. Will come on out. Back to Bolt from the side. Gets a kill against Squeaky. Back to Bolt being beamy. They don't know each other. Banana Bomb with the knock against Lucarux. EB still in the blue. Needs to move forwards. Needs to move fast. Spivey peeking over. Barely and gets a knock. And he's still waiting. Nice spray. Unfortunately, the tree was in the way. Got a Spivey, but that's it. VP eliminated on rank 7. Kids going out. Next team. Shots from below. XLP has an interesting angle, but it's the last player for Savage. Sausage still alive. Can't see PUBG there. Savage eliminated. XLP was spotted as well. Then we have Get Strike. Still alive with 4 players. 2 players left for Kitchen. 3 players left for Grove Street. And Doozy being the last for the Bad Boom team. So this means 5 teams, 11 players only. Which is not that much considering we still have 5 teams. But well, we're down to 24 minutes already. And, well, Grove Street most likely with a chance on another win. So far without kills. That's something they did better in the last match, I guess, with 13 kills. This time that won't be possible because they are still only 8 kills they could gather. PUBG might find Sausage in the near future. Because Sausage needs to move and Banana Bomb can't see PUBG. And no, there is no tier 5 team in the lobby. That did change. Doozy still waiting. Has a good position here. So it does not need to move. Depending where Kitchen wants to move though. Shots going out in the direction of Get Strike. You can see Sausage rather close to the zoo. He still needs to move. Wazoo gets breached by Sata. Sata and O'Connell to be precise. A Doozy gets eliminated by Banana Bomb because Kitchen pushed over the edge. Decided to go for that rotation here. Was a bit too late there. Sausage will play for placement points. He still needs to move though. They're still in that compound. Go with Get Strike 1 to 4. Sausage on 5. Then we have 6 and 7 for Spybee and Banana Bomb. And last but not least, Wazoo on 8. 9 for Project Ace left. 8 for Seifu. That should be our 10 players here. So it needs to move. Next to last, Spybee. And Banana Bomb might spot him if they decide. Yeah, they did see him. Banana Bomb got knocked by Seifu and Sausage made it. There we go. Sausage eliminated by Doffy. He made it to the wall, but was spotted by Get Strike, who now already have 9 kills. Spybee and Banana Bomb so far with 6. Grove Street still without kills. At least placement points for them, which might still see them in the lead. Seifu again against Barbie. Nice tack. Bit too much focus on the right side. They will try to use a car to get into that circle. They are able to. Nade by Seifu, not too bad. Still 12 damage against Barbie. Seifu with the knock against Barbie. Blue zone nade coming out. He needs to heal. Good thing for him, nobody is still on the hills. Otherwise that would be different. Flush coming through. Now it's banana bomb only. 1 against 3 against 4. Although not far enough. Smoke coming out by banana bomb. And Plaster P gets a kill. Spray coming out by O'Connell. Not able to get a knock in there. Which means we only have 7 players left. 3 players for Grove Street with 1 kill only so far. And Get Strike now with 10 kills. Project X spotted again by O'Connell. He was spotted now. Thrown Vazoo from above. Nice positioning there. Project X gets knocked by a nade though. Seifu. And Vazoo with the knock against O'Connell. Seifu facing off against such a nice headshot from both sides though. Doffy with the nade. RCP from the other side, and that's it. GG, well played. Get Strike, eliminating Grove Street. Getting first place. 13 kills again with 2,130 damage this time and 7 assists. Let's hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 3, obviously on Rondo and the updated leaderboard. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. Get Strike taking over the lead with 32 points, 2 points more than Grove Street are having on rank number 2. 20 points for the Strikers so far, gets them on rank number 3. Then we have Navi with 17 points on rank number 4. 15 points for Kitchen, 13 each for the Bad Boom Team and Eternal Fire. 8 for Twisted Minds, 7 for Virtus Pro. 6 each for Savage, Team Falcons, and Whooptrox. Then we have 4 points for Entropic, 3 each for Kike Esports and Bushido, 2 for the boys from downtown, and 1 for Viz. And we are now live with match number 3, of course, of the day. As you can see, our circle or our plane is bringing us from below Heimei Town to Long Ho. And this means this roughly should be the regions the teams can reach, which means Stadium, Jiaotin, Nanchuan, Bailey, and Ryan are not reachable for the teams. But still, everybody most likely will try to get to their favorite spots. Well, I would like to jump into the plane. There we go. Let's follow it. As we can see, the first teams already dropping out with Savage, Kitchen, and Get Strike. Same goes for the boys from downtown, Geek Esports, Bushido, Entropic, Navi, Twisted Minds, Grove Street. Then we have, well, Mom is a bit late to the party for the boys from downtown. Eternal Fire and Viz, as well as Striker and the Bad Boom Team, followed by the Falcons. And of course, last but not least, we have Virtus Pro and the players from Whooptrox, as well as Ermic as last man for the Bad Boom Team, but he's the coach, so he will try to die out of the circle. Navi and Twisted Minds known for playing Test Track together. Then we have Heimei Town being played by Savage, Kitchen trying to gather around somewhere. Same goes for Get Strike. They most likely will try to go Muho Pan. Circle shifts to the south and hard to the south. Southeast to be precise on the map, which means we have roughly 4 teams in the circle so far, which are the boys from downtown, which will play Jardina City, Entropic with the Jianghu split. Then, of course, Grove Street, again with an awful lot of circle luck today in Nanjing. And last but not least, we have Wiz with the Tinlong Garden split. All the other teams still need to make it to the circle somehow, even though GK and Navi have their spots lined up for them, with Saucet and Divix already in the circle. So we most likely will see a rotation like this from GK, they most likely will try to get over here or try to use the bridge here, but we'll try to gather somewhere around here rather than on the right side, because so far I haven't seen an end circle on the right side here, which means all the teams will try to gather around here-ish in that region. Because that most likely will be closer to the end circle or even here. But yeah, this spot here is rather well left out by the teams, but we'll see. VP most likely will go for a rotation like this. The Bad Boom team will try to gather around here, I guess. Then we have Whoop Trucks with a late rotation. They either might try to go here-ish somewhere, or use an emergency pickup. Same goes for the Falcons, who are currently split 1-1-2, which is not too good for them. And Entropic already with a quick first rotation here with Hockey. They're trying to get the compound here on the bridge, which most likely will be no bad decision. In the back, we can see that Grove Street is also coming close. Hockey taking over the compound. Question is, did Seifu hear the other car? Looks like that. So Grove Street retreating out of that fight. Navi going for a quick first rotation here as well. Going for that spot on the edge. Then we have quick rotation by Savage as well as a semi-quick rotation from Eternal Fire. Quetba seems to need to gather his teammates. Twisted Mind's going for a rotation as well as the Bad Boom team. So we might see the first teams clashing in a bit. Before that, I'll gather one player from each team again. So let's start with the Bad Boom team Basto. Going over to the Falcons with Shrimsy today. Then we have Kwithy for Team GK Esports. Navi with Hakatori. Twisted Minds this time with Lou. And last but not least, I've got someone. There we go. It's the Bears with Nixie. Voxy is quite close to Saucid there. Did see him already. And hi Mark. And hi Just One Wolf. Welcome together. There we go. Don't need that anymore. Vox is still waiting for Saucid to show himself. He's trying to get away now. So we're not sure if they should stay there or not. There were some shots. Shots against Selpy. PK also going for the move. Not much gas in the tank left. Like I said, most teams will gather on this side of the circle. We might have one or two teams playing around here-ish. The other side, but the remaining teams will try not to cross that bridge where we have Forky and yeah, the other member from Entropic currently sitting. Like I said, Saucid in a quite bad position. Oh! Whoop Trucks even going for the south rotation. I'm trying to go somewhere here, maybe. Might be possible for them. Shots coming out, and we can see a glider up in the air. It's, of course, the Bears, and of course, it's EB again. Air Ibiza. In this case, not trying to reach Ibiza, but trying to reach a position in the circle. Grove Street still there. Let's see, we still have Get Strike and Strikers and Kitchen who need to move. Molotov running over Quetper? How did that happen? Around here-ish, I guess? No. Where's Molotov? Here. So, it looks like, well, there should be another car here-ish. Not quite sure where he ran over Quetper, but it should be around here. Sure, though. Ali still with some shots against the glider. Against one of the two gliders, because there are two. That's GK Esports. That's Savage. We're gonna hop over to Eternal Fire. Crossberg with the first knock against Kuvu. In the back we can see Blue Locker coming closer. Nade in hand. He's not really willing-ish. A bit too far. Crossberg for the flush. Closer, we can see the mat in trouble, because from the side it's kickstart. With the knock, Crossberg gets another kill in. Last man alive is Bonisha Ambalabu. Gets a kill in against him. So this means Code Marco. One man, one mission. Stay alive, get points for Eternal Fire. As we can see, there's well, car without a driver rolling down the hill. Would be, well, it's not stopping anytime soon, I guess. Bye, car. Oh, nice tech against Bonisha. 2,000 names, I tell you. Hawkins facing off against Strikers now. Bonisha, the last man standing. Will he be able to get away? Shots coming out from Frenzy there. Maybe Mark is able to enlighten us. Who is Strikers? Who are those players? Do you know them? Because I don't. Well, at least the public names, I don't know. Where the heck does he want to go? Driving out of the circle. Not really sure where he wants to go. Circle shifted to the east, to the west. And this means my prediction was correct. As I said, we won't have many teams on this side of the, well, river. Quite sure how you want to call it. I guess river might be correct-ish. Rafa with some shots in direction of Whoop trucks. And we can see Matt Bay arriving. The only one currently with the emergency pickup here for Bushido. Getting some intel in. Can see Whoop trucks down there. Oh, I wanted to go to Twisted Minds, but well, never mind. Trucks moving close to the Bad Boom team. And Twisted Warix is able to get a spot quite close to Navi there. Hey, I wanted to go to Navi. Blade in hand. Is Warix. Or not. Warix moving up the hill. Did spot Hakatori. He did spot him though. And the truck's in trouble. Nice nade for Hakatori. This just leaves Foot. Sitting here waiting. So far, 0 kills for them this round. They had more luck in the first 2 rounds, with 6 points in total. Tropic still at the bridge compound. Buffer with some shots in the direction of Sparby. That's Kitchen moving there. You can see the boys from downtown trying to get away from them. Omis going for the hill where we currently have Captain Lorchi and Fanta. Shots coming out. AQ with the knock against Matt Bay. Ah, Celtic in trouble. Spotted as well. Losing tile left and right. Losing tiles left and right. Lee has seen Kitchen there. No luck though. Lucarox with the kill against H-Man. That happened around here somewhere, I guess. Circle shifts again quite central this time, which means all the teams have to gather in the middle. Bonija searching for a position. Get the best position possible. It's one of our two solos here, together with Footfoot. Let's see what our top teams are up to. 2 kills so far, trying to get a position as well, and they most likely will try to breach somewhere. Navi gets a kill against Kickstar. There we go. Take 7 HP remain. Should be also quite low. Navi not sure if they should go for the push. Footy and Bunish are quite close as well, so Ramsey might be in trouble. Almost low. Tick trying to get away. Gets knocked by Project X Left, which just leaves Shrimsey. Where's Footy on 1? Busy moving forwards. Navi still in a good position here. Same goes for Twisted Minds. VP still good. And Entropic now fighting against Savage. Killed by the name I'm not willing to pronounce on stream. Or not saying on stream. SLP in trouble. Hawkey's still in the car trying to drive by there. Drake's running around the hill. Gets a flush in. Hawkey still searching for the last man. He gets the knock, but not the kill. And therefore, Entropic eliminating Savage on rank number 60. Plasipe with the knock against Lucarux. So the Bears most likely will lose the play as well. Let's see where the circle shifts again. Quite central. Most teams did predict that. Connell searching for a position there. Nate by Navi. Was spotted. And Navi gets the knock-in. Saucet from range. With the knock-in flush against O'Connell. While Lucarux dies to the circle. Bonija decides to not stay as silent as he could and rather try to get a kill in, or one more kill in. Knows where Fairest is. Footy knows that he's there now. From the Quite close to Navi as well. Still with a good position in the circle. BF2 moving forwards. Bushido might go for an emergency pickup. Was still there. Might be driving into the bears. Like he has spotted Steamy. What the heck? When did two of you get there? He's coming out. We can see EB still in the blue. Heineke. You also get an airdrop. 3 gears there. Stratos quite close to him. No though. Let's follow EB wherever he will send. Oh, I guess Sovereign. Okay, Nixie and EB, the last 2 remaining members. Frimsy. Interested in that fight between Navi and TK. Varys killed by Bonisha. Tori, the last man standing for Navi. Trying to get forwards. Has the Bad Boom team in front of him. Atuzi has spotted him. And that's it for Navi on rank number 15. EB and Nixie eliminated as well. Kudos to the Nates. PZ with the knock against Hawkey. That's right here. The fight between Entropic and Kitchen. The PZ in trouble, how though? Because I doubt that his teammates will be able to reach him there. Banana Bomb gets knocked by Millie. Spivey now in trouble. Stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Between Entropic and the boys from downtown. 1 against 4 against 3, 4, 3, 4. All 3. Bushido coming in from behind as well. Millie gets a kill against Banana Bomb. Rafa gets a kill against Spivey. Nekyop. Trying to get a car. Millie was spotted by Iro. Who's also looking out for Entropic there. Bale Nekyop and Celtic moving forwards as well. Celtic has seen Viz there. It's coming out from the Bad Boom team against the lineup from Get Strike. Kills so far for them. Doozy with not against Glacia P gets floored by Doffy. And now from this side it's Monodocked with the kill against Get Strike. Last remaining player for the Bad Boom team now. Back we can see Bushido and Viz. Sparrow with the knock against Nekyop. Celtic wants to get the nade in against Stratos. That might have been a good one. Oh well. Not too bad, not too good. Celtic was hit as well. Let's go for the rest on Nekyop. Twisted Minds over here. Still full. We can see the boys from downtown in trouble. Trying to get away from Entropic. Losing 2 tires. Getting an awful lot of hits in. Get out of the car, man. And that's it. Car explosion. Well, are not to take in lightly. Loki gets knocked by Dedrix. And Momus dies out of the blue. Unfortunate. EK right here. And then we have Grove Street still alive. 2-0 still alive. For Wiz. That's the fight between Viz and Bushido. 5 kills to their name. All 5 go to 2U. Mid-Bay. Not sure where Wiz is. Getting shot at from the side. That's Entropic from behind. Dedrix getting the knock-in against Matt Bay. Aro trying his best to dance him out. Maybe get a knock in against 2U. Nice spray. Getting a headshot there, but that's it. Iro dies to Mikey. And Dedrix gets a kill in against Matpay. This leaves us with a good circle for Entropic. As we can see here. They're currently holding roughly, let me say, 75% of the circle. Roughly. Even though they're, well, now 100% of the circle, because only Rafa and the name I will not pronounce on stream are in the circle. Bonisha is still alive. We still have Molodok for the Bad Boom team. Twisted Minds facing off against against Grove Street. Bottom might be in trouble. Divix right here sneaking closer, bit by bit. Has seen Vazoo there. Was spotted by Vazoo, but nice spray by Divix. Molodok gets a knock against Mikey. 2 moving up the hill, and that's it for the Bad Boom team on rank number 7. Grove Street in trouble. Sparrow gets knocked by the blue. Bartu. Well, has to watch out. PK moving forwards. Bonicha with the kill against 2U. Sparrow, well, dies to the circle. Seems he was AFK, I guess. Or had a disconnect. Blue in trouble. Vox is coming in from the side. Bartu did see PDW there. I guess so. At least PDW has seen him. PD spotted by Lou. Nade in hand. Bartu gets floored by Defix. Nade. Well, there was not a bad one. A bit too high. Grove Street eliminated thanks to Perfectix and Lou. But Perfectix now the last remaining member for Twisted Minds. And he most likely will not be able to get the race in because Divix and PTW are going for the flush. We're down to 4 teams. To 3 teams. Obviously. My fault. 1 player left for Twisted Minds. 2 players left for KK. And 4 players left for Entropic. Like I said, are holding the majority of the circle. Divix gets knocked by Perfectix, and this might be the match for Entropic. Dedrix from behind coming in. PDW blinded by the light. Also flashbang. Now gets killed by the side, and that's it. Hockey running over Perfectix. GG, well played. Entropic taking home the winner chicken dinner in match number 3 with 12 kills. 1,500 damage from Twisted Minds though. And 9 assists from Entropic, speaking the different language of who got the right to get more kills though. We're going to head over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 4 with an updated leaderboard, of course. And the first match, or the only match of the day on Tego. There we go, back again after match number 3 with the updated numbers. Grove Street taking over the lead with 38 points, followed by Get Strike with 4 points less. Then on rank number 3 we have Strikers with 27 points, followed by Entropic with 26. The Bad Boom team so far was 22, then 21 points for Navi, 17 for Twisted Minds, 15 for KK Esports, as well as Kitchen, and of course Eternal Fire on rank number 10. Then on rank number 11, we have Viz with 10 points. Team Falcon so far only with 8 points. Same can be said for Virtus Pro, both also with the same amount of kills and placement points. 7 points for Bushido on rank number 14. Then we have Savage with 6. Same goes for Whooptrox. And last but not least, the boys from downtown with 3 points only. That's up over for match number 4 of the day. It will be held like the last weeks and the last days on Tego. As you can see, we have a slightly difficult playing pass for the teams because we're starting below Hospital and go in the direction of Hamusa, which means, like, well, I guess not even half of the map can be played. So that's quite a lot of space the teams will not be able to reach if they decide to dive there out of the plane. But they might be able to reach it if they drive there. Well, let's follow example and his teammates again, or in this case, Crazy Lou. First to jump out are the Bears, followed by Savage, or Savage followed by the Bears. Then we have Get Strike, as well as Viz, Twisted Minds, the Bad Boom team, KK Esports, Eternal Fire, Navi. And following them are Grove Street, Strikers, as well as Kitchen, Bushido, Whooptrox, boys from downtown. And last but not least, we'll see Team Falcons going for Hamusa. Spots being played by the Bears are, well, quite a far or young split, with Sovereign being quite close to Spioni Irogolubiro. Golubiro, yeah. Should be at least a quarter correct, I guess. Hospital being played by Savage. Then we have School being played by Viz. Circle shifts to the south, and that is a hard shift. This here is water, as you know. So, well, that's out of the circle. That will not be the end zone. So all the teams will gather around here-ish, or maybe here-ish, or here-ish. And that means we currently have around, well, 33% water in the circle, which will not be played by the teams. Maybe one team will get a ship, a boat, and try to play on it, but I doubt that. All right, Warzone being played by the Falcons. We can see below them Entropic still searching for a home. And that might be our first fight between Falcons and Entropic. Godok being played by Whooptrox, Hamusa being played by the boys from downtown. Then we have a far split for Get Strike, with the compounds between Hamusa, Godok, and Palace. The other side with Harpo is being played by Bushido, Fishing Camp, Palace Split being played by Grove Street, Hosun being played by KK Esports, who are also going for a quick rotation already with PDW and Quizzy. Then we have Books and Saw being played by Striker. Bad Boom team also going for a rotation already with Phil First and Basto, as well as Doodling Moldox. Most likely they might stay here because the compound there is not bad if you want to get some easy kills in. Is playing the south of the circle. Center compound being played by Virtus Pro, which was what I expected. This compound here will be played by Striker. And all the other teams still need to make their way to the circle. And one place, which will be very interesting for that, is this here, this bridge. As we can see that the team from Get Strike already positions themselves for it. Plasiop and Doffy already trying to go over the bridge. We can see Vuptrox coming close as well. So this here will be one of the, well, Doffy in trouble, I guess. This will be one of the spots here on the map, which will be quite frequented by the teams. Oh, they got the transporter back on his wheels. Tropic most likely with a rotation over shipyard and then down here, I guess. Falcons most likely will try something like this and go into the north of the circle. And, well, except for that, we do have already a few teams being stacked in the center, well, real center, with the Bad Boom team, Viz and Savage. And we can see there's someone in trouble. Quitta being the first one to be eliminated. Yeah, well, sometimes the bike is not the way to go. Even though PDW has one as well. Back we can see Code Marco, Crossberg and the Mat not too happy about their teammate being dead. So they would like to get a knock-in against PDW, but most likely will not succeed. That boom team with some shots as well. But for now there won't be much happening. Nonetheless, we can start with our simple approach. Let's go with PTW in this case. Then we obviously have the Falcons, and I did not follow kick yet, I guess. Let's see, first match? Not sure. Then we have Navi, who already lost stead. 4-5 goes for example. 6 for Vimy. And that should be it. Bad Boom team. GK. Falcons. Bar in the north. Navi. Twisted. And of course, Virtus Pro. GK already fighting against Grove Street. Quizzy in trouble. Project Ace left gets knocked as well, as this leaves only 2 players for Grove Street on their feet. Currently trying to push against Quizzy, who gets the knock against Vazoo, and that's it. Grove Street eliminated barely 7.5 minutes in the match by GK, which means 5 kills for GK as well already. First team to reach that in this match. Falcons still in the north of the map. Twisted quite central-ish with a big split with Platoon still in Ouyang. Squeaky being shot at by VP. We have trucks still waiting here at the bridge. There will be no one coming. All right. After answering the question in the chat, back to the cast. Eternal Fire quite close here to strike us, as well as Navi. But Marco and Crossberg, the last two players for Eternal Fire. Blue Locker was hit by Navi. Most likely Fairist. Yeah, Crossberg did see him. Spray coming down, and that's it for Blue Locker. Vanessa Ambalabu. Dude, those names. Akatori gets killed as well. Fair is still behind Bonecha. As well as Spion over there. Now shots coming out against Fairist. Should be from VP. Oops. You can see Nixie with a spray try at least. Bonecha moving closer. Has seen Fairist there. Spray coming out. Nice headshots. That's it for Navi. Only one man remains, which is Saucit. And that's in this case so sad. PB team GK. H1 is missing. That should have been Navi. And we also lost Ibiza against Twisted Minds. Bushido facing off against the boys from downtown. Millie with a nade. Might be a good one. Oh, a bit too short. At Bay, the last man standing for Bushido. Oh, nice nade, and that... Whoa, almost. Is it? Shots from the side. Plasia P with the knock against Fanta. Another nade by Millie. H8P remain. Oh, Millie's in trouble as well, though. Because she got hit from the side as well. In her case, well, she's able to heal Plasia P, though. Might be able to get the kill in against the boys from downtown. Nade coming out. Millie was hit by Matt Bay there. Expected her to be in the water. Oh, Plasia P waiting. Not willing to try to get the kill yet. Needs to get up there. And that's it. Boys from downtown eliminated on rank 16 by Get Strike. In the back we can see Matt Bay, who's not quite sure what happened there. Kinda looks like teaming-ish. No, I don't want to say that. Obviously, they would fight each other if they would see each other better. O'Connell already with some shots in the rough direction of Matt Bay, disabling the cars there. You can see Twisted Mind still here. Bad Boom team still with a 2-1 split. Phil first holding that compound alone. And we can see that even our late teams made it to the circle. And Neeks gets knocked by Tick and killed. Footy trying to get away. Back to the compound where we can see Aniko. Kick might see him running. Nope. He was lucky there. Kick would have had him otherwise. I'm sure of that. Code Marco trying to get closer into the circle. Together with Crossberg, the last two remaining players from Eternal Fire on their way to somewhere. On the road to somewhere. Into the circle. Eric's getting the knock against Kickstart. most likely might... Well, he will not get the kill against Kick, because Tick is already there going for the race. Trim the NH trying their best as well. Is moving forwards. Shot at by the BB team. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. You can see the compound being played by Vase. Most likely will be suitable for a few teams. Then we have Kitchen facing off against Striker. And the most valuable position so far might be the spot from Twisted Minds for those two teams out in the blue. Entropic will try to play the halls currently being held by Whoop Trucks, maybe. Or this spot here to move forwards. Frostberg and Coat Marco will try to get that airdrop. And Matt Bay, well, let's see where luck will take him. If he's lucky enough to survive this travel with the emergency pickup, or if he will die trying. And I guess it most likely will be the second one. As we can see, Marco quite close to him. Guess he's trying for that check over here. For this check here. And I guess Coat Marco might... Well, that's not where I want to go. Coat Marco might have something against that. Is he already in the shack, or is he behind the shack? Alright, he's behind the shack and he has a shield. So, well, Medbay was lucky. Carl has been seen by PDW. This car has no wheels anymore. At least tires. Wheels, well, still. Carl now with the knock against Spyro. Gets flushed as well. For a second there, PDW decided to fall back. And that was enough to kill Spyro. The back we still can see Bonecha moving forwards. As well in the back, all the way in the back. Spioni or still looting. I don't know if he still has a car or some means of transport. Yeah, well, alright, he has a bike. I want to say some means of transportation there. This will be interesting to see. That Boom team not in the circle anymore. Same goes for KK Esports. Want to fight to get into the circle. Falcons not in the circle. Players are fighting out as well. Devix with the knock against Bukal. This means that Xan, Xalpi and Flores have to move somehow. BW trying to get behind that position from Bukal. Getting an angle against Savage. Flores has been seen. Made by PDW is almost perfect if there wouldn't have been that shield. Marco with the knock against back to Bolt. Take with the knock against Sovereign. Nixie in trouble. We still can see Matt Bay. Entropic close as well. Hawkey. Close to Saucid. Still sitting here. In the morgue. Well, not only the morgue, but in the cellar of the hospital. Trucks. Close to Dedrix there. Just waiting for his chance. Has seen Vorix. And he doesn't know of his luck yet. Ray comes out. Vorix down. Footpop's in trouble, and he gets a re-knock. Aniko, well played. Getting the re-knocks. Hockey knocked as well. By kickstart. So, some help from the Falcons. Lucarux gets killed by the PZ. That should have happened around here-ish. Not mistaken. Yeah, there's Lucarux. Docked. Knock against Sata. Right here between Get Strike and the Bad Boom team. Vessel with a knock against Barcia P. Just leaves Boffy. Shots coming in from the side from PDW. Coming out. Bester and Doozy. Able to get Moldor back on his feet. Oh, I like that smoke. That mix between the green and the yellow. That's something I really like about PUBG. That they thought about if you have different color smokes that they should be mixing. And Doffy gets killed by PDW while trying to get the res on O'Connell. Very unfortunate for him. Can still see Viz playing here. Holding the southwestern edge of the circle. Dedrick's killed. One player left for Entropic. One player left for Navi. Oh, David now with the knock, and the Doozy gets knocked as well. Molodok, the last man standing for the Bad Boom team. Busy driving in the back. Lou with the kill against Salpy. DW gets the kill against Basto. Molodok not sure where to go. Ramsey gets the kill against Code Marco. Hey, coming out. Bushido eliminated as well. H1 gets a kill against Matbay. Now he's able. Molodok gets a knock against PDW, but gets killed by Divix in the process. And the next team is just waiting for that. It's Viz coming in from the side, being spotted by Divix though. Mikey getting the flush against PDW. Stratos has been seen and heard by Divix as well. Nate in the direction of IQ. Should be perfect. Oh, no. I figured it might have been a perfect Nate. But it wasn't. That one, though, that hurts. And he dies while being transported. Unfortunate for Stratos. Not able to secure that save. Twisted Mind facing off against Kitchen. Batu gets knocked by the Example gets knocked by the PZ, who gets knocked by Lou. Perfectix with Nate in hand against Squeaky. Oh, no. No luck. No dice. Squeaky staying back a bit. Now, HBR is still alive for Strikers. Wizzy against Squeaky. Mikey was the kill against Divix. Quizzy's the last remaining player. 15 kills for GK. Holy smokes. Oh, that Nate. Too bad. There's the red zone coming for you. Sponsored by the former Sonics. In this case, the Falcons. Quizzy was spotted and gets killed by H1. AWM. Footfoot and Aniko coming in from behind. They did hear those shots. Okay, trying to get up on the rock there, it seems. No kills so far for Footfoot and Aniko. Very unfortunate. Shrimsy gets a knock in against Aniko. 40 in trouble as well. We can see Sausage still in the back. 5 HP remain for 40. Perfectix with the kill against Spioni. We're down to 5 teams. 2 of those are solos. Nice try by Footy, but he gets eliminated. Whooptrox out on rank number 5. Sausage still looting around here. Goes to my number 1. 12 kills so far for the Falcons. But they're still only second to what GK had with 15. 1 player left also for Twisted Minds. And we have still 3 players left for this. Right. Pig was spotted by Mikey, who has been spotted as well. Sausage still in the blue. Which when reloading, they know that Perfectix might still be there. Perfectix with nade in hand. H1 with the knock against Mikey. Pig smoking. Perfectix nade. Well, it's not perfect. Let's say it like that. Another try. That might be a better one. Still too short. Perfectix trying to move around. Can see kick. P90 in hand. Both get some damage. Shot straight it. Nade coming out. That should have been it. Perfectix in trouble. Still has a bit of cover here. Behind that emergency cover flare. Drop-ish thing. I don't know. Emergency cover. But that nade seals his fate. Kickstart with a kill against Perfectix, which means we have 5 kills for Viz. 13 for the Falcons and 0 for Navi, with Sausage still, well, playing hide and seek with everybody else. I guess that should be around-ish. So Falcons kick and take with 3 each as well. Shremsy, H1 so far with 4 kills. Searching for his next victim. Mikey with 2, 2 with 2 as well. And Stratos so far without kills. And then we still have Sausage, who needs to move again. And, well, the Sonics did see him. H1 with the AWM and the kill. Sausage eliminated for Navi on rank number 3. Stratos was seen. Let's see what the Falcons are able to do. They know where Stratos is. They don't know where the others are. Tuho still waiting. The Falcons might get their chicken dinner. Okay, was seen by Tuho. Was hurt now by the rest of the Falcons. Take with nade in hand. We're moving forwards. Mikey with a nade against Kickstart. Well, most likely we'll try to get the res in. Shrimsy taking care of Circle Hatch. Kick flushed. Who might have seen Shrimsy there. Taking H1, moving back. Shrimsy. Spray against Mikey. H1 gets the knock though. Two trying to go for the rest. Was seen by H1 as well. Shrimsy gets knocked by 2 of you. Forward's going for the flush. Well, at least you tried. 2 against 2 now. Tick going over the rock. H1 trying his best though. Oh. 15 kills for the Falcons, dominating. One more and they will be the kill leaders this match. 2 against them. Take an H1 against Azure. They roughly know where he is. Smoke wall is only protecting you for so long. AWM does not hit. Spray continues, and that should be it. Maybe. No, 2 is able to reload, but still, H1 with the winner with a chicken dinner for the Falcons in match number 4. 17 kills with 2,200 damage and 12 assists. Speaks the language that the Falcons are a force to be reckoned with, even on the EU servers. Let's hop over for a quick break, and then I'll be back with you for match number 5 and our first match on the beautiful Erangel. But what can I say? We're getting closer and closer to the last match of the day, which is almost only one match from us after those matches so far. And of course, we're getting closer and closer when it comes to the points on the leaderboard as well. As you can see, Grove Street still in the lead with 38 points. Same points, though, for Get Strike. On rank number 3, we have the Sonics with that chicken dinner and 35 points. Then we have 32 points for the Strikers, 31 points for GK Esports, 27 for Entropic, as well as 26 for Navi, 24 each for Twisted Minds and the Bad Boom Team, 23 for this, 19 for Kitchen, 18 for Eternal Fire, 10 for Bushido, 9 for Booptrox, 8 each for Savage and Virtus Pro, and last but not least, the boys from Downtown with 5 points. Let's hop over. Match number 5 is upon us. As you can see, we are back on beautiful Erangel. And, well, you should have, well, felt it by now. That's my favorite map. This right here should be roughly the area where the teams can drop without problems. Everything aside that will only be reachable with a car or other means of transportation, like Yasnaya Poyana, like the shooting range, like Severny, Zarki, Kameshki, Starba, and of course Primorsk. Nonetheless, we still have a lot of other valuable cities for the teams to be reachable. And of course, we have our teams dropping in hot. 72 of those players are in that plane. At least, well, not 72 players, but 68 players and 4 coaches, which are also already dropping out. So let's follow the boys from Downtown. As we can see, the first teams to drop out of the plane are the Bad Boom team, Savage, Whooptrox. Then we have Grove Street and the Falcons, the winners from last match, followed by Strikers and Bushido. Then we have Eternal Fire, Twisted Minds, and Navi, as well as GK Esports, the boys from Downtown. Then followed by Virtus Pro and Kitchen, as well as Get Strike, Entropic, and last but not least, Viz. Do we see a hot drop? Well, Tick is quite close to Blue Locker, but we won't see a hot drop there, I guess. First rotations are also on the way. We can see one team on the Sosnovka Island. Well, we can see right here, O'Connell's quite close to the Bears. Circle shift will come in a few seconds. Well, we see the circle shifts quite central to the main island. Twisted Minds in school and apps in a good position. As we can see that, well, the most way to go most likely might be for Entropic and Kitchen, as well as Savage. Everybody else is quite close to the circle. Duffy going for the safe spawn, and this means that we are in match number 5 of the day. 2 more matches, this included, to go. So 1 more match after this. Well, that means we won't see any action for the first few minutes, I guess, because no one is quite close to anyone else. Which means I am able to jump through our teams and search for players to mark, so we can hop into them later on. With again, let's go with Fairies this time. Then we have Betulins, and last but not least, let's go with Amy. Going for Severny. will, well, take them some time, but at least the circle has shifted in their favor in Taverny. So they are in the circle up there. And as we can see, the bears taken over roughly a third of the circle. So this line roughly shows what the circle has in store for them. Even more though, because this is also theoretically theirs. We could also say that Strikers has this part of the circle. First rotation, though, by the Falcons and Grove Street. Flying is most beautiful. I'm not quite sure what Vox's thought he would do there. H-Man and Tick quite close. First shots coming out against Seifu. Now we can see the rest of the Falcons is still not close yet. But they might need to go. Because Project X left already has an angle against Tick. In trouble, Voxes. Moving close. Tick staying prone. And spray comes out. Vox is way too motivated. And now it's our first match. Our first fight of this match. First matchup in this case would have been the correct phrase. Zoo with Nate in hand. Left direction is not too good. Let's see if Zoo is able. What the heck? That nade just almost exploded in his face. Zoo gets knocked by the molly. The successful medbay with the kill against Seifu, which just leaves Project X left. Gave away his position with that spray. Still able to get the knock-in against Shrimsy. What the heck happened here? Tick gets the kill in against Project X left. Grove Street eliminated on rank 17. Well, that was not what you would like to happen, I guess, because considering Grove Street were in the lead so far. Well, it's just scrims, some of you might say, but nonetheless, even scrim players have their, well, ego. Let's call it ego. And their ambitions might be a better word. And in this case, it didn't pay off for them. Falcons taking home 4 kills at least in this matchup. After that chicken dinner from the last match. DDW quite close here to the Bad Boom team. Shots going out by Neeks against Phil First. It's currently the only one in this compound here. It was a 2-1-1 split by Warptrox. Warwick still searching for a valuable compound. Or at least a valuable spot to play. That looked weird. That looked more weird than it should have. Holy. Sometimes graphics in PUBG are weird. Let's call it like that. And to the wizard knock against the mat. Trying to crawl into the hands of Crossberg, who's trying to go for the rest. Phil First. And to do the maybe with the push now. Nakyop gets a kill against Vorix. Look, moving forwards. That was not where I wanted to go. You can see the bears moved forwards. Taken home in the grannies, the gas station and the yellows. He's with some shots against Bukao. Getting some hits in. Arrow. Still waiting for a chance to do something. Ah, it was STR. Control X. Control V and Control X. What? Well, Not quite sure what happened there. It is Control X. Not quite sure what control... Oh, maybe Control X is switching to the other fighter of that. Oh, that might make sense. That's the reason nothing happens now. Not quite sure. Shrimsy now with the knock against Selpy. That, well, I'm not quite sure why that happened. Did get the kill, and there we go. There's Selpy. Navi fighting against the Bears. Let's see what the other teams are up to. Bad Boom team still in the new compound. Hawkins still facing off against Savage. Loris might be in trouble there. Tag. One tag remain. Then there it is. Shrimsy with the knock against Flores. Well done by him. DK Esports. Well, I'm not quite sure. They're close to nobody. Quiz is just waiting. Navi fighting against the Bears. Twisted Minds still in absent school. And the Bears, yeah, well, they are still waiting for their chance to move forwards. So not much happening at the moment. Example, the first one to move closer to the edge of the circle. Circle shifts, and we will have some fights here. And GK Esport is in trouble. Oh, Sparrow with the knock. Double knock here against Code Marco and Quetpa. Crossberg coming in from the side. Divik still alive as well. Breaching that compound. Nate coming out. That's not a good one. Spyro with good positioning. From behind we can see the Bad Boom team arrive. That might be too much for GK Esports. Or gets knocked. Divik stays silent. Says, alright, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Stuck between the Bad Boom team and Eternal Fire. From the side, Divix gets a knock against the mat, but Crossberg is there as well. Going for the res on Quetpa. And now it's the Bad Boom team trying to get into that fight, and Naduzi from the side gets a kill against the last man standing from Eternal Fire against Crossberg. And this means we're down another team. 14 teams still to go. Spion with the knock against Example. Loloka got knocked, Batulins got spotted by Bonecha. Shasha gets knocked as well. Re-knocked by Spion. Bonecha. Guess this could be an SA team. Quite sure. Flash and push by strikers. Eight coming out. Oak. And that's it. Oh no. Twisted Minds eliminated. Even though Strikers almost eliminating themselves. We can see Captain Mohi with the knock against Celtic. That's BFD fighting against... Oops, that's not true. BFD fighting against Bushido. Iro being the last man standing. For the lineup from Bushido. Oh, that nade. That was perfect. 10 HP remain. Flash coming out. Loihu moving forward, and that's it. GT well played. Bushido out on rank number 13. Killed by the boys from downtown. Left standing with 3 players. And now from the side, Rafa is coming in. Breaching that compound. They did hear those fights. He did not see Fanta though. Jumping out of the window. Rozhok being played by Navi, or trying to retreat, it seems, or move. Circle shift. Again in favor of Navi, Virtus Pro, and the Falcons as well as strikers. And we might see an emergency pickup by Vuptrox. Not quite sure why or where they want to go. But I guess we'll see and find out. Oh. Just fake. Or, yeah, fake. Fake that one. And the Bears are fighting against Navi now. Instead with a nice nade against Lucarux. Back to Bolt and Eevee, the last two remaining players. Bolt being Beamy. Facing off against Get Strike. Gets killed. So Eevee, the last remaining player. Oops. Eevee, the last remaining player for the Bears. Basto still alive. Falcons still alive. Navi still alive. And Eevee tries to face off against Fairist. And that's it. Bears eliminated on rank 12. Which leaves us with 11 teams. Or should I say 10 teams? Because that with the kill against Xan. And now we have Vuptrox facing off against Viz. Nice drive by Foot. Nade coming out. That almost was a good one. Aniko moving forwards. That is a bit too far. Blue on nade? Yeah, that one is a good. Moving forwards. Shots from the side by the Falcons. Kickstart can see this through the wall. There's still a slide. Nico with a Molotov, and it's just one man left standing for this as well as Vuptrox. Both teams slightly in trouble. 2-0 facing off against Footy. And that's it from the side, while Footy still had the Molo in hand. This eliminating Vuptrox. Falcons still in the north, still in a good position. Even though we have Kitchen quite close to them. Kitchen against the Falcons. Kickstart. Getting shot at by Banana Bomb. Trying to push forwards against Squicky. The PD against Kick. That's a knock-ins. Barbie. Out from the side. Kick in trouble. Gets knocked by Entropic. And Barbie and Squeaky get kill. Banana Bomb get killed as well. Eliminated by the Falcons. Buffy gets the kill against Saucet. Which means Navi is down to play as well. Bayerist and Hakatori, the only two players left standing. The Doozy goes down. Basto goes down. And Strikers say good luck and good night. Bad Boom team. Most likely getting the kill against no, most likely not. Even though that fight is still happening out of the circle. You can see some some people getting their, well, seahorse. Germany, if you learn to swim, the first badge you get for that is called seahorse. Second one would be bronze. After that, silver and gold. And then the emergency swim badge, I don't know. Bad Boom team, that's where I wanted to go. A lot of getting some more kills in Spioni. The last remaining player. Being followed by the Bad Boom team. They want that kill. They want the pressure against the strikers. Nate coming out. Almost a good one. Spioni trying his best. Molodok might be giving the Bad Boom team some intel. I marked him for you. I marked him for you. Throw the nade, man. Throw it. Or something like that. Might be possible. Mark's coming out. Ferris with the knock against Doffy. Shots from Harky from behind. Now from above, it's a doozy. And the strikers are eliminated on rank number 8. Considering they were on rank number 4 earlier. Get strike trouble as well. That nade is perfect. Just rolled an over Classy P. Oh, second nade did not explode. At least it does not look like that. Millie. Sneaking up behind Navi. H1 with the nade against Stratos, while Stratos nades and knocks take. Millie. Push. Go for it. Go for it. Falcons, 10 kills again. Let's stay with Millie and hop over to the Falcons. There's only one man left for this, which is Tuojuo. Take rest. And kick most likely with the shots against Tuojuo. Millie still waiting for her chance. Kick gets a kill against Stratos. Hakatori has been spotted by Millie, and Millie has been spotted by him most likely. Oh, Millie. Oh, Millie. What will you do? Is eliminated. Smoke's coming out. That's it for her. She was not ready yet to engage into that fight against Navi. She did want to wait. Follow she. Hunter coming in from the side. Molodok. Go first and a doozy. Knock against Hockey. Millie gets knocked by Molodok. Oh, the heck. Holy shit. Quite sure. I thought I heard the mortar. Dude, Molodok just here and knocked Millie over there. Hawkins moving up the hill. Getting the kill against Hockey. 10 kills for them. Dadrix has an... Well, that might be a bad angle against the Falcons. For the Falcons, though. Navi facing off and eliminating the boys from downtown. Even though Fairist and Hakatori are low as hell. Phil moved forward too fast. A lot of helping nades coming out. Well, nice try, but that exploded a bit too early. A case of the pre-explosion. Molodok moving down there. That might be a good angle against Navi. Let's go for Fayers to Hakatori. We still have Get Strike over here with O'Connell and Sutter. Hawkins. Now, well, I didn't want to stay stuck. All right. Fairest with the first knock against Molodok. Nate coming out. That's, well, way too far. So first smoking, going for the race. Oh, and that nade was good. Even though still too far, but it was better. Let's do the... Gets hit. But Fairest gets knocked. And now from behind, it's O'Connell. And Sutter getting the kill against Navi. Eliminated on rank number 5. Sutter again with a good angle against Phil first. And Molo Dog Spray coming out, but a doozy is still there. There Drakes with the double knock against Kick and Shrimply. Coming in from behind here. That smoke was not good. I'd say so. Takes the last remaining player for the Falcons. 12 kills to their name so far. But he will be not able to get H1 and or Shrimply back. At least I think so. Shrimply already bled out. He might be able to get H1 back. Wow, that's awfully nice. That's awfully nice of Entropic to make a smoke wall for H1 here. Sutter getting the knock in against Phil first. Rafa gets knocked by Tick, who's flashed as well. Only coming out. Dedrix waiting at the side. Player 3 from Entropic has been seen as well. Tick moving forwards, using the rock to his advantage. That's a good position. That's so good. There they go, and Dedrix, unfortunately, SC1 spotting Take and, well, taking his head down. Which means we're down to 3 teams. Get Strike with 2 players. Oh. 4, 5. 3 players for Entropic. As well as 3 players for the lineup from Get Strike. O'Connell, 0 kills so far. 2 kills for Sutter. Doozy with 3. Will first with 2. Molodok with 7. Then we have Dedrix with 3. The name I will not pronounce without kills. And last but not least, Ruffer with 1 kill. We can see lineup from Entropic is breaching this little yellow. Sutter and O'Connell moving slowly forwards. Fortunately for Sutter and O'Connell, they are the team in the worst position. Rafa still had a flare there. Not quite sure if he shot it in the air. No, didn't use it. Sutter with the spray against Rafa. Due to that shot, or due to shooting, Molodok and the Bad Boom team know where Get Strike is now. Same goes for Entropic. Doozy and Phil moving forwards. Sutter on the corner in trouble. There's not much they can do position-wise. Except prone and wait for their imminent death. Molodok doing the sneaky turnaround. Trying to get into the back of Entropic. Rafa. Well, almost gets a knock in there. Oh, Phil with some awfully good nades against O'Connell and Sutter. And O'Connell gets down. It gets knocked. Goes down. Blue on nade. Not big enough. Phil first. Trying to go first. Flash coming out. And we can see that Entropic is also going for it. Sutter down. Now it's 3 against 3. Entropic against the Bad Boom team. And Model Doctor has the perfect angle against Entropic. Ah, nice tag against Rafa. But he gets tagged as well. Drive by from full first. Trying to go for it. Dedrick spotted and hit quite hard by Phil first. A doozy with the links. Rafa still prone. There's not really much to play for the teams. So like it is. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good thing for Entropic is they still have the yellow. Bad thing for Entropic, they only have the yellow. They're still stuck there, it didn't move forwards. And therefore, the Bad Boom team takes over the majority of the circle. Even though Rafa and his teammates used the emergency cover flares, which are good for them. Oh, go first. Almost getting rocked there. Molodok moving forwards, trying to get the off angle against Rafa. Dedrick's almost knocked. Gets knocked by the blue. That's not too good for them. Molodok just has to wait. Has spotted the first one. And there's only one man left, which is Rafa. He does not get the knock. GG, well played. Winner with a chicken dinner for the Bad Boom team with 16 kills. 1,900 damage though from the Falcons with 11 assists. Also says they did get an awful lot of damage and possible kills in, but didn't quite finish them. Alright, one more match to go, which means one more break to go. I'll be back after a while with, of course, match number 6, the last rematch of the day, and of course, the updated leaderboard. Well, some of you know about the cat distribution system, but some of you might also know about the point distribution system, because we have an updated leaderboard with more points for the teams, and the team Falcons taking over the lead with 51 points, 1 point in front of the Bat Boom team. Then we have 47 points for Get Strike. On rank number 4, we have Grove Street with 38. Same goes for Entropic with less placement points, though. Strikers with 37 points, 1 point behind those two teams. Then we have Navi with 35, 33 points for KK Esports, as well as 28 for Wiz. On rank number 10, we have 25 points for the Twisted Minds, 20 points for Eternal Fire, 19 for Kitchen, 12 each for the boys from Downtown and Bushido, 10 for Whooptrox, 8 for Savage, as well as 8 for Virtus Pro, with only 7 kills. Nonetheless, we are we are in match number 6, almost started. Let's hop over to the map. As you can see, this time our road will take us from slightly above Primorsk to Starber, which still leaves an awful lot of places for the teams they are not able to drop to. And where that is, that's what we will see in a few seconds. But first, let's see where the plane of the last match is taking us. There it comes. The majestic airborne bird. Bringing us 68 players to enjoy this match and get some kills in. And like you know, it might be last game, fast game. Let's check it out. We have Entropic and Grove Street as first teams to jump out of the plane, followed by GK Esports, as well as boys from Downtown, Eternal Fire, Navi, Viz, Get Strike, Whooptrox, Bushido, Kitchen. Then we have Virtus Pro, Twisted Minds, as well as Virtus Pro, Strikers, Team Falcons, and last but not least, Savage and the Bad Boom team. Like I said, there is an awful lot of space the teams will not be able to reach. In this case, like you can see, this should be roughly the mark where the teams will be able to reach. And, well, this here. But everything else apart from that will only be reachable by car. Nonetheless, everybody found a home, or will find a home. Circle shifted to the northwest, and therefore good positioning for Kitchen and Get Strike, as well as Viz. Then Virtus Pro also in the circle. Same goes for Whooptrox, Navi, and the boys from Downtown. And a portion with Batulins of Twisted Minds. First, coaches have already drowned themselves, so we're still waiting for the first kills of the match. As you, or at least some of you might know, in the scrims, if you have a coach with you, he's not allowed to play, obviously, because otherwise you would play with 5 players and not 4. But they get the chance to view your gameplay, be it from the observer slot, or be it from the team slot, like Ermak here, who's watching the games from his team's POV. Gunner, for example, and Scoom for VP. And, well, Scoom for VP also is watching from the normal POV. Gunner, for example, for Falcons is watching from the observer slot. Saws it quite close here to Millie. Trying to retreat there a bit. We already know how that ended for Millie in the last match. She's already retreating. Last time it was against Hekatori in match number 5. And I'm gonna lean myself out of the window, like we say in Germany. I'm gonna take a risky chance and say Millie might be the only girl here in the lobby. I'm not quite sure about most teams, especially not the teams I don't know, like Striker, Get Strike, and well, the guys here from Wiz. But I know that Millie is one of the only only girls in the DACH region, or in the German, Austrian, and Swiss region, playing in comp. So, well, she made it to this lobby, which is quite good. And I'm looking forward to what's in store for our German, Austrian, and Swiss teams in the future. But I'm even more looking forward to what the teams already in this circle will be able to do. Let's follow Wuptrox on the way, searching for a spot which might be viable to play. In the back we can see this. And in the front we can see Get Strike, searching for a position as well. And on top of the hill we have the Bears for Virtus Pro. Oryx. Wait. Oh, Plasiopy run through the fence, and that thing I saw flying through the air was a piece of the fence. And I thought, wow, did he use the emergency pickup already? He just arrived there. Was a bit bewildered. Hectory. Lucarux with the knock against Vorix. There we go. Coming in from behind. Gets hit by Neeks though. He most likely will not be able to get that kill. Even though EB is already going for the push. More shots coming out. Vorix might be in trouble there. He's trying to go for the kill. Oh, Mortar. Mortar coming out. Neeks driving away. Blue Locker with the kill against Flores is our first kill of the match. EB still searching for Vorix. But he might bleed out in a bit. Shots coming in from the side. That's from Twisted Minds though. They have spotted Vorix. Been not able to... Oh, Lucarux now gets the kill. Hectory with some shots in the direction of this. Well, we can see that Fanta, the boys from downtown, are waiting for Navi right here on the Mount Everest. Twisted, moving back. So far, we have an awful lot of teams in the circle already, with Lou already watching against Beyond. Waiting for a chance to strike. Eternal Fire in the up and down. And the copy paste here. Or two doubles. I don't know how you call that compound. Oh, Fanta getting an awful headshot by Fairist. Millie still here. And little Gatka. Oh, the zoo with the knock against Ropa. That Vix trying to come in from behind. Father gets the knock against Seifu, who has no ammo left. PK joining that fight between Grove Street and Entropic. But Vazoo most likely will be able to get the race. Saying, Seifu, come over here. Come to my corner. Devik's in trouble. Gets killed by Entropic. From behind, we can see Quizzy arriving. Entropic still left with 3 players. PDW and Sparrow facing off against Grove Street. He's still searching for a spot to play. Might be playing Hospital there. Was from downtown still playing against Navi on top of Mount Everest. And now we have all the teams in the circle. Savage waiting for the emergency pickup to collect them in time for the circle shift, depending where the circle shifts, and the circle shifts hard to the southwest. Therefore, Savage will take it and will follow them. Floris was the first one to get killed in this match, so there are only 3 players for Savage left. Let's see if they are able to find a new home. You can see below them the rotations from Bushido, Virtus Pro, from Get Strike, Strikers, and of course Twisted Minds. All of them rotating, searching for a new home. Bad Boom Team as well. You can see an awful lot of teams trying to arrive below Mount Everest, going for those fights here. Holy smokes. Aniko getting floored by Sovereign. Neeks gets knocked by Sovereign as well. Good hope there for the last remaining player. Shots coming in from behind, and it's back to Bold or Beamy with the kill. And now we still have some Dach players right here above the Bears. Losing 2 players in the process. Sovereign and EB going down. Nixie and EB. Doozy with the flush against Blue Locker. Bad Boom Team quite close here. Lineup from Strikers. They made it to the circle though. Oh, Punisher. Not quite sure where that tree came from. It wasn't there, I swear. Base close to Bushido. It's coming out. That should not hit anything, I guess. Okay. Beamy. Oops. Beamy, yeah, well, Beamy is stuck. Kind of. Wants to go up the hill, but he's not willing to risk going up the hill and being spotted from below. Marky gets killed. To the last remaining member. Heard that Get Strike arrived as well. And Beamy was spotted by Sata. Get Strike getting their first kill this round, and the Bears being the second team to be eliminated on rank 16. First team was Whooptrox being eliminated by the Bears. Let's follow the Falcons. H-Win Shrimsy taking kick, searching for a home. Searching for a spot to play. And well, the container yard, or shipyard, or whatever you want to call it, might be the most valuable option. First knock, but not the second one. Nailkyop gets floored by Tuo, but he gets killed by Matt Bay. Therefore, we are down to 14 teams. Savage still left with 2 players. Sam was killed while trying to search for a home or a spot to play. Help you with the gas can in hand. Wasn't sure if he wants to use it. So he's carrying it around. Perfectix was spotted by Moldodoct. Shots coming out. Getting at least a few hits in there. We're helping back over here. Bushido against Get Strike. And it's only one. Nakeyop gets a knock against O'Connell. Classy P. Oh man. Oh man, that's not good. Oh, Plasiopy dropping to the floor, getting the knock against Nakeyop. And therefore, Bushido down to 2 while we lose another play, another team. Kitchen eliminated. Twisted Minds moving close. Perfectix gets knocked. Nate coming out and now from the side. Doffy almost kills himself. 1 man left standing for Twisted Minds. They did not expect that much of a disengage. The Toolins able to knock and flush Doffy, but gets killed by Plasiopy. Therefore, 7 kills, 4 get strike. And Twisted Minds is eliminated. Navi trying to move forwards. Fanta might hear that. Question is, how willing is he to strike against Navi? Most likely he will wait a bit. Sausage spotted. Fanta gets spotted. Able to flush Hecatori though, but gets knocked by Sausage. Maybe almost knocked here. Sausage moving around. UMP in hand. And that shows how strong those MPs are at the moment. And for the flush. Gets struck from behind by Loichi. Trying to go down there. And then Loichi facing off against Fearist and is dead. Now they decide to take a hike. Circle shifts in favor of the hospital players in form of Grove Street and Geeka Esports. Entropic playing this garage compound. Shots going out against the Falcons. We're trying to get a spot in the circle. Nice tag. Lock with the kill against Iro. Not sure where that happened. Oh, there. Bonisha still in the blue. Falcons make it to their circle. To their maybe forever home. For Bonecha. Still in the blue. Spionirolo. Jesus Christ, he's still in the blue as well. What are the odds? I'm not quite sure. Bonisha in trouble. Blue zone. Goes for it again. Able to run it out though. Not quite sure if the bike might have been empty. Didn't check that. Plasiopy going for the emergency pickup. PDW and Sausage with the kills against Loichi and Millie. Therefore, the boys for downtown eliminated in rank number 12. You can see here. Seifu. We see knock flush against Phil first. Grove Street facing off against the Bad Boom team. Except for Vadu, who's somewhere, but not where his teammates are. Plasiopy. Emergency pickup. Where do you want to go? Play it safe or don't play it at all, I guess. Going for the barn, it seems. Was spotted by Entropic, and he most likely will die in the air. Yes, he does. Vizu gets a kill for the team from Grove Street, and Get Strike is eliminated. Vox is knocked by the Bad Boom team as well. And the Doozy gets the knock flush against Bonica. So it should be on the last man standing for Strikers. Besto with the knock against Steifu. Which means that we also have only 3 players left standing again for the lineup from Grove Street. Well, car explosion takes its toll. Is that successful? Next knock, this time it was Shrimsy with the knock against Fairies. Selfie. Also kills him. Sausage trying his best. Dedrick advancing. Gets spotted with nade in hand. And killed. Eternal Fire eliminated. Last kill on the count for Iroh from Bushido. Navi in trouble as well. The Sausage instead are the last remaining players. Getting shot at from the side by the Falcons and Tropic. And on the other side of the hill we have Bushido. Oh, we are going back to the fight between the Bad Boom team and Grove Street. Which seems like it has ended. At least. When it comes to Grove Street, because they are pushing the hospital now. Good position for them. Hawkins with a big split here. Ramsey still semi in the blue. Or he would be in the blue. Tick holding this compound alone. Trying to get a better angle. He's still in there, theoretically. Then we have GK with an nade again kick. Entropic moved forwards. Trying to play this ridge right here. Quite close to Navi, who are facing off against Bushido. Molotov's coming out. Flash coming out. Still a bit of cover for Bushido. Nade, stat, and Sausage. Annihilate Bushido with a personalized red zone. And red is Savage as well. 2 players left for them. Now he's still not able to push over that ridge. Get into the crater where Bushido and Eternal Fire shot their last bullets. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how, but he's still alive. Still kicking. And Xelpi hasn't spotted him yet. A doozy, maybe? Nade in hand. Well, that was not bad. Another nade. And another kill by Xelpi. Which means Strikers eliminated on rank 8. This time a quite early demise for them. Bad Boom team still alive with 3 players. Then we have 2 players left for Grove Street. 3 players left for GK Esports. 4 Falcons. Want to get more kills in. 2 players left for Entropic. 2 players also left for Navi. And 2 players left for Savage. Navi needs to move forwards. Hawkey got spotted. 1 player left standing. Coming out. Dead. Needs to get the kill. Falcons gets the kill against Sausage. And that nade here gets the kill for Entropic and their last remaining player. That I'm not gonna say his name. It goes against my code of conduct. Spyro gets knocked as well. Falcons, well, at least able to eliminate one from behind. Project Egg Stuff takes a kill. One less kill for the Falcons. Nade coming out. That might be, well, a bit too short. 3 kills so far for the Falcons. From the going, trying to raise kick, and we can see that Adrian, take, my god. Adrian a kick. Going in here. This leaves us with 3 teams now in the hospital. PDW, as last remaining player for GK Esports, is, well, quite hidden here. Didn't want to say stuck. Grove Street on the other side. And below them, it's Falcon time. Smart move by PDW. And Project X-Lubs coming in from the side. It's Grove Street with the kill. Project X-Lubs getting the knock and flush against Trimsy. 11 kills so far for Grove Street. Oh, 10 kills. Didn't I see 11? Take with an 8 against Project X-Lubs, which just leaves the zoo. Another flash. H-Man gets the kill, and that's it. Grove Street eliminated. We're down to 4 teams. 3 players, no, 3 players left for the Falcons. 1 player left for Entropic. Was just spotted by H-Man. 2 players left for Savage. And of course, 3 players left for the Bad Boom team. Which means we have 9 players in total. Take a 16. The most unfortunate position there. For Savage. Because they are not in the circle yet, and the Bad Boom team is holding the high ground against them. Tropic's last player might be able to disturb the peace for the Bad Boom team. They are open to him, theoretically, or not. Do the with you knocking in CLP. Cow spotted by Mobile Dogs. Now from the side, it's the last player from Entropic with the kill. Falcons moving forwards as well. H-Win with the look over the ridge. Into the dip. And that shot by H-Win gets the kill done. And we are almost done with match number 6. Still unsure why Tick still stays in the hospital. Kick. Facing off against Busto. Doozy trying to move around. That might be what Tick has been waiting for. Moving up now. Doozy not able to spot Tick yet. This is a match we could also see on the top level of the competition. The Bad Boom team against the Falcons. Something we have seen before. Something we'll see again. On the scrims though. You can see a doozy trying to flank now. Trying to get the angle against Take. Take has seen Monodocked. Hasn't seen Doozy though. He's trying to crawl back now. Kick with the low ground. Next circle shift in 25 seconds. Basto has seen kick there. Doozy still waiting. They're trying to do everything for time. Trying to survive a bit longer. 6 kills so far for the Falcons. 6 as well for the Bad Boom team. H1 spotted by Besto. Not able to get a knock in though. Doozy still waiting. Circle possibility better. Or, well, Star is better for the Falcons. With H1 moving forwards over the ridge. He's closer to the Star. The Bad Boom team is further away. Both teams playing it safe. Going for smokes. A doozy spotted by Tick. That's the first mistake by the Red Boom team, maybe. From this side. Best of the last remaining player. And that's it. GG. Well played. That nade from H1 found him. And therefore, Falcons taking home another winner with a chicken dinner with 9 kills and 6 assists. One more kill by Grove Street, though. 1,900 damage and 73 by the Falcons. So says they still had enough damage for everything. And, well, that's it. Almost it for the day. I'm going to rate you to someone else, but before that, we'll wait for the updated leaderboard, of course. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I'll try to cast tomorrow as well, depending on what the lobby will look like. And, of course, we will have more scrims in the future being casted by me or, of course, Mark or someone else, hopefully. I won't be here on Thursday, most likely. I still try to shift that away if the lobby looks promising. Otherwise, I most likely will try to do my other work. Nonetheless, we still have a bit time, and I would like to fill that time with a possible rate goal. If you have someone I should rate, please vote for them. I'll try to get a poll started. I most likely will try to rate Wooly or Michael, depending who you would rather see. We already had Hallie. Let's see who else is online. Speaking English, of course. Let's group. Business. Bad Boy Viz. Mason Fate, Wooly. I guess we either would go for Wooly or Michael. Maybe Roth. All right. Poll. Go. Who to rate? Michael. Duration 10 minutes should be enough for you to decide, hopefully. And let's see if we have an updated leaderboard for the last match of the day. That looks not like it yet, but it might hopefully be in a few seconds. So nonetheless, again, thank you all for the follows. Thank you for staying here with me. Thank you for living up the chat. That's something I always like if there's discussions in the chat. And well, if you have any feedback, please put it in the chat. I'm sorry for observing. Sometimes I'm not great at it. I'll try my best to catch all the fights for you and try to engage as much with you as possible. But unfortunately, we have a 10-minute delay, so I'm not able to well, directly address stuff when it happens in chat. Supermonte. Let's see. Wow. Trolling with 3 viewers. Oh, I don't know. We'll see how the other votes will go. So far, it's for Ross with 2 votes. Let's see who else. So, points are updated. Let's move over to the leaderboard. And as you can see, Team Falcons taking home the victory with 70 points. 62 points for the Bad Boom team, 54 for Get Strike, followed by Grove Street with 51. 46 points for Entropic, 44 for Navi. Then we have 40 for Strikers, 36 for Kike, 28 for Viz, 27 for Twisted Minds, 20 for Eternal Fire, 19H for Kitchen and Bushido, 16 for the boy from downtown, 14 for Savage, 12 for Virtus Pro, and last but not least, 10 points for Vuptrox. And that's it for today. See you again tomorrow, hopefully, depending on the lobby. And if not, maybe next week, depending on what happens Friday. Like I said, that's a holiday here in Germany, so I'm not quite sure how the lobby will look like. That depends. But well, see you again. Bye-bye.